Hey, so I know as a lot of you are probably aware, football season's coming up, and that's got me thinking about something. Um, Something my mom used to say. We're from the South, and I went to Auburn. And if you know anything about Auburn or football in the South, you know it's a pretty big deal. A lot of energy behind it, a lot of emotion behind it as well. And something my mom used to tell me when we'd go to games or we'd have teams come in that were particularly difficult and their fans maybe weren't always the nicest. She would remind me that it's important to cheer for your team, not against the other one. And those words have always stuck with me, and that's something I've always tried to do. But I think that goes beyond just sports, and I think we see a lot of things now in political life or social conversations where people are not cheering for their own team, they're cheering against the other team. And I want you to think about that for a minute and what that really means. So think about, you go to a game, you're watching your favorite team, and just consider your demeanor, your attitude, if you are cheering for your team versus cheering against the other. You're cheering for your team, you're excited when they do well, you're happy, you're encouraging, you're yelling stuff to them that you want them to do better. They score, that's awesome, great. You're happy, you're positive, you have a lot of energy. Whereas if you're cheering against the other team, what's your emotional state? What's your demeanor like? You hate them, y'all suck, y'all are terrible, that was an awful play, y'all need to get out, whatever. It's negative, right? So the game's not different. It's two sides of the same coin, but you get to make a decision. Do you want to be positive? Do you want to cheer for your team? Or are you going to be negative? Are you going to cheer against the other team? And I think you have a lot of opportunity to do that in your day-to-day life as well. And I think we see that a lot. If you watch the news, you pay attention to social media, you really can't get away from it. There's a lot of conversations going on where you can either choose to be for your team or you can choose to be against the other. And I think that same mentality goes whether it's sports or, like what we're talking about now. Do you have something that you are passionate about or something you believe in, something you're convicted in, and you're cheering for your team? You're promoting that thing. You think that's what's right. Or are you just condemning the other side? Once again, two sides of the same coin. But you can decide to either be positive about what you believe in, or you can decide to be negative about what you don't like. But if you're promoting what you believe in, I think more often than not, that's what's going to have a positive impact, instead of just being against something else. You find people that disagree with you, and you're down on them, you condemn them, you talk bad about them. It doesn't really change their mind. It gets them more entrenched in what they believe. And then you're in a negative state. You're unhappy. You're feeling hateful, angry, rather than being happy and positive about the change you want. You're trying to do it in a negative way. So think about that coming up and apply it to things like, think about it the next time you're at a game, football game, whatever, a sporting event. Think about cheering for your team rather than cheering against the other, and think about your mental state and your emotional state as well when you're doing that. Are you happy when you're cheering for your team? Are you angry when you're cheering against the other? And what other things are you doing in your life where maybe you're not doing your best to cheer for your team, you're cheering against the other side? So cheer for your team, stay in that positive mood, and I think you'll make more change than that kind of angry, hateful, trying to push the other side down rather than trying to lift your side up. So keep that in mind. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can check us out on any social media at MyRightThing or at MyRightThing.com. Thanks for watching.